to Quarantining
with the Chris's.
I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm sweaty.
I'm really sweaty. It is 75 degrees here in Los Angeles. We are happy to have all of you. If your last name is Jepsen and you might have a new fake brother-in-law soon, if you are Doug, if you are people who I simply do not know, if your last name starts with Fumiko or you, I appreciate all of you from around the world. We're quarantining the Chris's live in Los Angeles, California. We have a very special live show today, I think.
It is a Jive Hump Day today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hump Day?
Yes, Hump Day. So, yeah, let's get humpy with it.
I think what he's trying to say is...
Please stay inside.
I think he's trying to say is please stay the fuck inside. All of you continue to go outside, hanging out in parks, driving around, posting how great the weather is wherever you are. Please stop fucking doing it. Do what every other American is doing according to Forbes, which is eating excessively, drinking alcohol excessively, smoking weed excessively, playing video games excessively, and watching excessive amounts of porn. Continue to do all of that. I think that basically sums up our past, 5 weeks?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I've kind of given up on all bad things.
Yeah, pretty much, he is celibate, sober, and frankly, when off camera, quite boring. Thank you for joining us.
On camera too.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us around the world. It's a special Hump Day Jive edition. Visit us at QWT.
Chris's.
If he doesn't die before this, I'll just have to do the show solo.
Sorry, man. I'm just choking on this pickle juice my aunt gave me. It's really tasty.
Great. Drinking pickle juice on air. It's good.
Send us your videos of you drinking pickle juice. It's Hump Day, whatever you do on Hump Day or every day.
Also, a special shout out to Mike Gardner. He sent me all of these Jesus tracks for the holiday season. Empty, He Lives, Christ, something, 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 and something. Thank you for spamming my mailbox, Father, with Jesus content.
You know, if those were just singles, we would have more money than we have in our bank accounts right now.
We do. If you want to help us out, because we do this for free, and we are unemployed, and our unemployment check is coming, I think, by next Easter.
Whenever Mom says it's
exactly.
coming.
Patreon.com/QWT Chris's, or shoot us a DM. Send us $1 Venmo. That's $1 more than our bank accounts right now.
A DVM.
Yep. Could you please record that laugh and share it so we can use that as a wake-up alarm?
You don't want it.
Julio, we actually have a recording of that from our Monsignor guest the other night, who I know you know because you both went to Catholic girls' school together.
Yes.
Our community cause today is Young Musicians Foundation.
Yes, Young Musician Foundation provides access to high-quality music education to those underserved populations here in Los Angeles County.
Young Musicians Foundation brings tuition-free weekly instruction, everything from pre-K to young adults. 4,500 students, 26 sites around Los Angeles. Wow. WMF.org or Young Musicians Foundation on the gram. We follow them. We like their stuff at Young Musicians Foundation. Help some School of Rock kids rock on. Thank you for joining us. I have no idea where some of you people are from, but if you live on planet Earth, we appreciate you. We do have to pay the bills.
I mean, even if you're not from planet Earth, thanks for tuning in. We probably have more people tuning in outside of Earth than we do inside of Earth.
That's true. We are big in outer space.
We are huge in outer space. We are big outside of this sphere.
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Today we are sponsored by white tees, A tees, whatever you want to call them.
A-shirts. In New Jersey, they're called guinea tees, which is a slang for Italian people, or a very bad domestic abuse word.
Yes, speaking of that, razors? Razors providing what? How long? Mustaches for how long?
5 weeks of beautiful hair.
Couldn't have got here without you guys. So please send more, whatever those. Oh, here.
Shout out to Massachusetts. Thank you for joining us. I've heard of you. Please send more anything.
Anything.
Our address is 480 Rosecrans, number 4, Manhattan Beach, California, 90266. Ryan, we're supposed to have a musical guest. It's not Freddie.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
All right.
We're supposed to have someone. Excuse me. Ryan continues to not do his job properly. We do have a special musical guest.
We do have a special musical guest coming in.
We thought it was behind us, but apparently it's not.
No, in front of us, in front of you, coming soon. Whenever we get these technicals, figure out this technical thing.
Technicals. It's like the NBA. That's never going to happen again.
Technical.
Thank you for joining us, Didi. We appreciate it. Anyone whose last name is in Chintz, we appreciate it. Oh, hello!
Oh, wow. How's it going? Oh.
We got a little audio.
We're having some audio.
Hot mic.
I got it. Let me go talk to Ryan.
Hot mic. Oh, turn it up. Ryan!
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 We're sorry. Ryan is not doing his job right now. We're having trouble hearing you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah!
Coming through?
There we go.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks
There
for
we
fixing
go.
that.
We got it all fixed.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
cool.
Man, that was crazy.
Thanks, Rye.
We appreciate it. I'm sorry. I know Ryan met with you earlier. But first off, I want to say cheers, brother. Even if you don't have a drink, we appreciate you coming on. This is at Dizzy Dames on the gram. It is Devin Mullen, who is the CEO of Rock, I believe.
CEO of Rock, CEO of Roll, all the way coming. Where are you coming from today? I know you're a world traveler, so where do we have the pleasure of speaking to you from?
I'm in Healdsburg, California right now. Up in Sonoma County, wine country, baby.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Not only are you drinking wine, I believe you're playing golf and breaking quarantine. Is that correct?
I was breaking quarantine. Yeah, there's so much awesome stuff about this area, especially the golf course that's down the street from my fiance's parents' house. And yeah, like the first couple weeks of this whole thing, I just kept going over there and playing golf. But I feel like a hypocrite. I feel like a hypocrite now because
it's all good. Now you're staying the fucking side, just like we tell everyone. We're online with Dizzy Dames in NorCal. We're quarantining the Chris is live in Los Angeles. If you're just joining us, we do have questions flying in from around the world. If anyone has a question for Devin, aka Dizzy Dames, there's a question mark box below. Please use it. It's much easier for us to see the questions. We also have a safe word emoji of the day that Ryan refuses to give to our guest.
Yeah, we did. Don't worry, it was Ryan's fault. He didn't give it to you.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Any questions or guess the emoji below. It might have a little bit to do with the man we're interviewing right now. We have questions flying in from around the world. Bear with me. Julia Huckopson, I believe the aunt of a Gerber baby, asked, is Ryan single? I think she thinks your name is Ryan. Are you single, Devin?
No, I'm definitely not single. Ryan is definitely single. But I'm definitely not. I'm actually I was supposed to be getting married in May, and that's kind of not happening anymore. But
how have those changed? Yeah, what do you plan on doing now? Are you having a virtual wedding?
I think we're just gonna push it back to be determined right now, but I don't know. We talk about it every now and then, but we're just with, the information is always changing and stuff. So
yeah, but there is a killer golf course around though that you probably no one is attending that you might be able to sneak away and get married on, right? You could.
I might be able to just go get married to the golf course.
Is wide open, figuratively and literally. Well, you go by Dizzy Dames on the stage. Could you tell us something meaningful right now?
Ooh, wow.
Thank you. Right now.
Clark Bruce is something meaningful because that's my brother, and that's the name of the song on the record.
Oh wow! And the record just came out not too long ago. Is that
right? Yeah, it came out in July. Jessica,
wasn't sure if Ryan jumped over there.
No, Ryan's not allowed in the shot. I've already learned. I'm learning a lot about Ryan. It's easy to tell, once you meet him, you're like, Jesus,
Yeah. Ryan, can I get a tissue? It's a little hot in here. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
Actually,
would you like one?
Did
you need a tissue? You need a tissue?
Here.
Let me see that.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Did you get it?
Oh, you got it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So it's sweaty over there too, huh? It's hot out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's really hot. It's so hot that I might need some nutrition. I think I'm just gonna grab a banana really quick. And
can we have one of those?
Yeah, when you're done.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, you want this banana?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh,
I love bananas. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. You're wonderful.
You know what? You can just have it. You can just have it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending that over our way.
Appreciate that.
Wow.
Thanks, Ryan, for setting that up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Look at us. This is a first of that.
So your album, Something Meaningful, is available on Spotify and what other platforms?
We're on Apple Music and YouTube and all other streaming. I use Spotify, so I don't know what other. But whatever. If you're from like Iceland right now and you use something weird, I'm on that. Don't worry about it.
We have another question from a woman with the last name Fumiko. where is your amazing fiance again? America wants to see, and the world.
Oh, right here. There she is.
Hi, amazing fiance.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How does it
You're
feel
looking
to
at our
be?
gym. This is our gym slash studio slash garage.
Well, I moved the studio today, but
Moved it. How does it feel to be the inspiration behind America's hottest single out right now?
It's pretty amazing. He made the whole album on my dining room table in LA. So that was pretty fun, right when we met. It was like he took over my apartment, but he made an album out of it. So I was cool with it.
Well, thank you for giving up your table because, frankly, the album is really amazing.
It's very good.
We listened to it today, and it's, I mean, who would you compare him to?
There's a couple artists that I don't know if we're contractually allowed to say on there.
I don't know.
It rhymes with Aim, Impala, MGM.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
This
Aim Impala.
and some guy named Bon Iver. No one pronounces his name ever right. I think.
He's a soap bar, right?
Yeah, soap bar.
Yeah, I know that.
yes.
Well, bear with us. We have questions flying in from around the world. Someone wants to cyber, apparently, a hipster. Someone asked, do you think live shows will be different when you're back?
Ooh, good question.
Oh man, yeah, I've definitely thought about that. I think that I don't know. It's tough to say, but either you're never. I don't want to give one answer because I'm probably not gonna be right. But either I like to think, and I really believe that when this is over, people are going to want to rage, and once it's like a big go ahead, which I think will be slow and take a while and be confusing a little bit. Sure. But once we're all sure it's cool, yeah, I think it's gonna be a party. I think it will be weird at first because I'm gonna be ready to play shows before people are gonna be ready to go to shows, and so I feel like at first it will probably be weird, and shows that normally we would expect a good turnout at will probably end up being kind of funny. Yeah. But I don't know. It will feel great once it starts feeling like normal again. It will feel so good.
But speaking of feeling good, shout out to your fiance. You just played in South Carolina recently, and you're supposed to go on tour. What happened with the tour?
Yeah, so this is my quarantine story, I guess. How I found everybody knows how they found out, or like when they realized shit was about to hit the fan. Mm-hmm. And we were down in Charleston, South Carolina, and I was working on my live show with this guy, Will Mahoney. Shout out, fucking OG. That guy.
Shout out to fucking OGs. Ryan, shout out Will Mahoney. OGs. Will, tag Will right now.
I hope he's watching. He never goes to shows or listens to anything, so he'll probably not hear. But if you are, I love you. And so I was down there working with him, my agent, and one of my best friends, Matt Washburn. Shout out if you're listening. He was down there too. And so we were making music and doing planning the tour. It was all coming together. We were ready to launch, like by the hair of our chinny chin chin. I got the show ready. And then we played the first show in Charleston at this place called the Poorhouse. And we had been talking that week about quarantines, or not quarantine, but about Corona. And we were like, it was getting a little more serious. And we had one friend who had a friend that worked in the Secret Service and said something funky. But
sure, why not? Was his name Julia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. His name was Julia.
Probably was Julia. But then we had that, and then we had it happened again. Then another friend was like, "Hey, my buddy works at the Pentagon," and is like, and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then happened a third time. And we were at the first show of the tour in Charleston, and we were like about to play. We were kind of talking about it. And then when I got off, we got a few texts from people, and we were like, we live in our vehicle, the Jambulance, which is like this converted ambulance.
Sounds somewhere that I'd want to be in during quarantine, not going to a hospital.
Dude, straight up, it was kind of funny that we had this perfect little thing. But we decided we were going to go on that tour, and we just started beelining it to California. Honestly, some people were like, no, don't do that yet. You should play shows. And some people were like, get the fuck out of there. And we just went with our gut and booked it. And we got to California in 4 days.
That's awesome. Good thing you had the Jambulance.
Yeah, good thing the Jambulance. Well, I believe some part of your writing process, and bear with me if I'm wrong, because Ryan's notes are kind of all over the place, and he writes like a doctor. Frankly, it's god awful. You said part of your experience in being a musician is simply fucking up. Could you talk about fucking up?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. You got everybody's in whatever respect of their life or whatever they're passionate about or they do as a profession. Everybody needs to kind of be pushed out of the nest at some point, and no one's ever ready for it. And going on this tour that we were about to do, I was definitely realizing, like, my agent and one of my best friends, Matt Washburn, he always has been pushing me. And then Jessica came into the picture too, and she was also pushing me to, play shows and put it out there and stuff.
That's what women do. That's what women do.
Of course.
They either push you out the door or they push you to get a job. I mean, either way, they push you to do something.
Yeah, well, she's now my manager, so she just...
Oh, right on.
Now she's pushing you even more. God bless you. She's doing God's work, Jessica.
She is. And so, there's that point where you just, like, you're not ready, but you got to start doing things. And, like, the tour was... The little first tour we did, which we got a few dates in before everything got canceled, actually. We did, like, a first leg, and then I worked on some music. And we were about to go, like, do the 2.0 of, like, and but the tour was so awesome because I totally fucked up on a bunch of shows. And it happens, and I learned a lot by fucking up at the shows. And you know what, I think we were saying people all the time think that, like, I think personally I'm a very self-conscious person, and I get so beat up by when I fuck up. Like, when I mess up on stage, I want to die inside.
Right. We fuck up like 8 times every second on this show.
He gets mad at me, and I don't really care.
Yeah. Continue to fuck up. The amount of times that I hit him with my knee under this table is frankly a million.
Oh, that's why I do it by myself. I used to be in bands, but
there you go.
Yeah, I like, dude, I can only imagine going through it with another person. Everyone wants to kill me when I work with them, so.
Right. We have questions flying in from around the world. Someone wanted to know if you're Chris Hardwick. Are you?
Chris Hardwick? Who's Chris Hardwick? Who's that again?
Ryan. Chris Hardwick.
I don't know, Chris Hardwick. I don't know.
Ryan? No one? Okay, apparently you're not. Well, we're on
live. He's definitely not Chris Hardwick.
Definitely not, because he has no idea who Chris Hardwick is. Or he has a really fucking good alias. We're on live with Dizzy Dames, a professional musician who just dropped an EP a couple months ago on Spotify called Something Meaningful. You're on live with Quarantine with the Chris's in Los Angeles. We have to thank our sponsors real quick.
Oh, yes. Razors, keeping you on the chair of your hinny hin hin.
Don't look at my neck right now. Oh my God.
Here, that's a neck. Here you go. Here. We didn't work on this bit.
We didn't work on
that bit.
Here, we got you.
Any questions for Dizzy Dames? There is a question mark box below. Please ask it. There's also a safe word emoji contest. It does have to do with music. Take a wild guess of how many music emojis there actually are. We do have a question from a Moles. I guess S wasn't available. Is your name really Dizzy Dames?
It is not. No, that is Dizzy Dames is actually a funny story though. My mom's group of friends that she grew up with is referred to as the Dizzy Dames.
Amazing. And I love that.
They are.
Say no more.
They are ridiculous. Like, me and my friends, we did some crazy shit growing up. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, but I read your diary, and they were 10 times crazier. They did some of the crazy shit. Like, when they were kids, they were like tripping at summer camp, Yeah,
I mean, hipster _ misspelled Graham said those chicks party. I'm sure they did.
Yeah. Oh, he knows them. That's Kilgore. That's my homeboy. Shout out Kilgore. He knows. He's partied with Dizzy Dames before. They're a handful.
That's awesome. We have questions flying in from around the world. This one is from the great state of New Jersey, I believe. What was your first concert?
Oh, I think it was Green Day.
No way.
Yeah, I used to be like a total like rock kid. I was a little punk who thought I was badass on my way to suburban middle school. And like Green Day, or it was Aerosmith and Lenny Kravitz. I can't remember which one was first.
Wow.
But like,
Are you gonna go my way?
Oh my God, the loudest of all time. Are you gonna? You're definitely gonna go his way. There's no other way to go.
Right. I would love
That
to
was
go
the
any
loudest
way
concert.
Lenny or Zoe goes, particularly Zoe.
Oh yeah, I would go Zoe's way.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Speaking of excusing you, on Friday, I believe, at 5 p.m., which what's 5 p.m. on Friday?
5 p.m. Well, it seems like we're both having a show at that
Oh, wow, great.
But,
let's tell us about the show people will watch instead of ours.
The show people should watch. Tell us about it.
Yeah. 5 Pacific. 8 Eastern.
Sure.
I am going live on my Twitch channel,
Nice.
which is twitch.tv/DizzyDames. And yeah, I'm trying out this Twitch live streaming thing. I've heard about it for years. My nerdy brother has been telling me it's going to take over the world forever. And look at that. Took the worst cold ever, but
there you go.
He's right.
It is the COVID-19, the CEO of diseases.
You guys should check out Twitch.
We are.
We'll
It's on someone's to-do list, and it's been on his to-do list for 3 weeks.
This guy. Have you done any DJ sets streaming yet?
I did. There's this really awesome, like last weekend I did on Saturday, there's a group called Filibuster in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like a group of friends that kind of turned into a social club. And they, what's the guy's name who throws it?
The Senator.
Ryan, what's his name? Ryan. I'm sorry.
Hold on, he's right.
Is it Ryan?
The Senator. He said it. The Senator.
Got it.
Senator.
Sorry. His voice carries.
And so like in New York, they would do these things like getting people out of the city and like setting up these like kind of small local act festivals.
Mm-hmm.
But with this stuff going on, they used their network to start Zoom chatting with just all these random kids in New York that party together, essentially.
Nice.
And then
just like the Dizzy Dames did back in the 70s.
Yeah, except super digital and with way less acid.
We're live.
I don't know,
Dizzy
actually.
Dames.
People were getting fucked up on that Zoom chat.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Including us.
we
promote that.
We should promote our. We are having a dance party.
We are having a dance party
Friday.
on Friday after your show at 5 p.m. on
Well,
Twitch.tv.
Maybe we'll tune in from our stream.
Now you can do that.
Will use her phone.
We can do that.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing a 9 p.m. dance party, Pacific Standard Time, 12 on the East Coast. We're playing sets from big music festivals with better music than we could ever play. And we're just we bought a bunch of glow lights and sticks, and we're gonna get real weird over here.
Yeah. Talk about music festivals. There was a turning moment in your life with music festivals and your music, right?
Yeah. I used to work at music festivals.
Nice.
Yeah.
And did any of them rhyme with Coachella?
I did. I worked Coachella the last couple of years of it, and
is there ever going to be another Coachella after all this coronavirus nonsense?
Oh my God, I can't wait for it. I think Coachella's so funny that it's a controversial thing. I think it's hilarious because honestly, I used to think so too before I ever went to it. But it is just an amazing music festival.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a ton of fuckboys there, but just like any day in life, just ignore the fuckboys and
there you go.
Go to your show.
Shout out to everyone across the world, from Dizzy Dames to you. Ignore the fuckboys. That's gospel, I think. Monsignor Z could tell us. We have questions flying around the world. We have questions about sick energy. People asking if you have a job. No one cares about that answer. Question here. When you having a baby?
Woo!
And
Damn.
Catherine Tosh.0.
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law to be. I don't know. Once I start making some more money and shit.
Respect.
Getting responsible.
We got more questions flying around the world. This one's interesting. Would you say Carly Rae Jepsen is the greatest musician of all time, or if not, the second greatest?
Whoo! Yo, honestly, that hits home for me because she did the I Just Met You, right? Hey, I just met. Yo, that is on the low. One of the greatest. That's one of the greatest songs. She did not write it, and she can take no credit for whoever made that a hit. She was just the voice, but yo, props for being the voice on that.
Ryan, is Carly with us today? Ryan.
That is such a secret song, like one of my secret.
Well, don't ask me, I'll never tell. I look to you as a friend.
And now you're in my way.
Oh my God.
I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in
my way. And here's my number. So call me maybe. So here's my number. So call me maybe.
Oh, you met me in my life. You met me.
Well, Dizzy Days, we have questions flying up around the world. We're quarantined the Chris is live here in Los Angeles. You are in Northern California. We got a question here from a man of the cloth who's doing God's work, I believe, in Hoboken, New Jersey. Describe what Chris is wearing without using a racial or derogatory term for women.
I think this is just called a polo.
You're wearing a tank top.
Tank tops.
A white
tops.
tank.
Tank top.
A plain white
Outer
tank.
space.
Outer space, man.
Did it.
Ryan, no, we have to pay him extra to play a song. That's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Guys, I actually forgot my guitar.
Oh.
I literally left it at the other studio, so I can't actually perform a song. I'm joking. I got
No! Yes! You had us. You planned that with him, didn't you? You planned that with him.
All right. Yeah, I'll play a song. This is a song I wrote a long time ago. I actually started recording it, but then it turned into a whole other song because when you record, sometimes you you lay down the guitar riff, but then you do this like keys thing, and then you're like, oh. And then you're like, oh, I'm just going to do that. And I totally abandoned the original but I've been playing it, so I'll play it. It's called Still Trying.
Oh, hot mic. Oh, and we're back.
Can we hear it?
Hard.
Okay.
Ryan, volume 11. Everyone put some candle emojis in the comments here. Wave from side to side. Or your cell phone. Let it know.
Okay. Flip up the file and burn all the news. Cover your conscience and cover tattoos. Apology, baby, and you know it's alright. Smile on me, Haiti, you know it's a tight situation, babe. I don't know where to go. It's something I don't wanna know, and it's true. How about you? Carry your conscience and buckle your boots. Lick up the lap milk and spill all that juice. Clapping with your friends in a rock and roll band. Clap with your wrists if you ain't got no hands. You're in demand and you know it. Clap them wrists, y'all.
Clap them up, everyone. Clap the wrists. Clap in the comments.
Ooh, da-dee-da-dee, yeah. Oh, da-dee-da-dee, yeah. Look at that. Nobody
actually,
left.
It actually hurts. If anyone at home tries to clap right now with your wrist, it actually hurts. I wouldn't recommend it.
It shows dedication.
It sure does. How did you come up with clapping your wrists together?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? That's actually one of my most subconscious songs I've ever written. I'm like still wondering what it's about. I feel like when I write, I think this is true for a lot of artists, like you start with the music and you have this melody and an idea and everything, and then you start like filling in the vocal harmony, but it's not the words yet. So like when I first start doing the lyrics, like they're just like Snip passionado and grandma to go, baby. You know, like
It's like
not,
I'm
like
yeah.
yeah, all that.
oh,
That was good.
Thank you.
But then, so that one's like, the words are just so random. I don't know what it's about. Flip up the fire and burn all the news. Carry your conscience and cover tattoos. Sounds cool. Probably means something. I have no idea.
Now everyone has an insight into Dizzy Dave's writing process. It's really sad and lonely. Then he puts it on paper. Then he makes a remix.
Yes, I'm going to be releasing remixes of the EP very soon. I keep saying that, but it will happen.
Yeah, as soon as we're on Twitch and YouTube, which we've been saying for 28 straight days.
28 days, yeah.
Yeah.
We have questions flying in from around the world. Flying around. A woman born in '78 asks, "Does he blink?"
Am I not blinking?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you didn't blink this whole time, I've seen Clockwork Orange. You would be dead.
I don't know. I'm a psychopath, so I probably
Yeah. That person
blinking.
is also apparently crying. I don't know if because you're unable to blink or if she's so happy, you're so beautiful, like Chris Hardwick from The Talking Dead.
Oh, is that who Chris
From
Hardwick
The Talking Dead. The Walking Dead. Talking Dead. Ooh,
Talking Dead?
The walkie-talkie.
I think it's Talkie Dead.
The Marco Polo Dead.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining Walk It Like I Talk It, but it's a bunch of
Walk it
zombies
like I talk it.
dance. Yeah,
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
that's dumb.
Well, Dizzy Dames, you're live in Northern California. We are Quarantine the Chris is live in Los Angeles. Questions are flying in from the world. Any questions? There is a question mark box below. Please ask away. There is a safe word emoji contest. One person will technically get it, but she puts so many emojis it doesn't count. You're only allowed one emoji at a time. Hint, it has to do with music.
There's a whole music section. Is it the? Do they have a keytar?
I don't know. Do they?
There's like a little like piano. I don't know about a keytar. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what a keytar is.
Do you own a keytar? It's a guitar but piano.
Well, okay, that's what I thought it was.
I honestly have never effed with a keytar before, but
What have you effed musically?
Oh man, I think you can really only F the bass. You know, like the you know.
When you F the bass, do you also slap the bass?
Oh, you gotta slap it.
You gotta
warm.
slap it. I've never even effed a bass, but I know you gotta slap a bass.
Slap it.
Everyone, your grandma knows you gotta slap a bass.
Everyone.
Shout out to all those bass slapping grandmas out there, especially the 93-year-old woman who just got 150 Coors Lights from Molson Coors.
Yes.
Keep slapping away, Granny.
And the OG Dizzy Dames, all of you out there tuning in, watching, you know.
You know who you are. It is 5:39. It's time to fix our hair.
Woo!
Ooh.
Wow. When's the last time you actually showered?
I think this is actually a too much showering situation.
Oh, so you have split ends now.
Yeah.
Oh, I know a barber who does adequate work if you need someone.
Oh yeah, tell him to come on over and breathe all over my face while they're at
We
it.
can do that.
Yeah.
We have a question from a man of the cloth. He knows this answer because he's our direct line to God, but I'll ask away. Have you ever effed a warm apple pie?
Oh man, no, I've never effed a warm apple pie before.
No.
A cold one?
What about a lukewarm cherry pie?
I'd consider it.
Well, I know your fiance is watching, aka sitting across from you, so I believe
She's doing a lot of eye rolling right now.
Yeah, I believe she's your cherry pie. And my
She's my cherry pie.
my chance to marry anyone in the Jacobson family has gone down significantly after this episode. Basically, I have zero
You
chance.
had no chance to begin with.
I had no chance to begin with. Now it's even less than zero.
You have zero chances.
Well, thank you for joining us, brother. We appreciate it. Dizzy Dames, 5 p.m. on Friday, competing with us, but check him out, please. You can do both on
Actually,
laptop
you
at the same
can
time.
do both at the same time.
His still sound better than us. Twitch.tv/Dizzy Dames. Also, Dizzy
You
Dames.
can listen. You can listen to my music while you listen to an interview. Well, I can be like the background.
Wow.
You know what? We're gonna get Ryan. Ryan's our AV guy.
We're gonna try to figure out how to get your Twitch stream in the background.
Yeah.
We usually don't ask for permission, but we're asking for permission to put you in our background. Would that
Don't
be
ask
okay?
for permission.
Yeah. Instagram flags us for playing too many songs all the time, so we're happy to steal your music.
Yeah, just steal it. Just take whatever you want from me. Once I'm rich enough to have a lawyer, they'll sue you.
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll have the lawyers we can't afford get right back to you.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's Devin Mullen at Dizzy Dames. His tour just got canceled because of the COVID-19 outbreak, but you can catch him on twitch.tv/Dizzy Dames. We will pimp you out all on our Instagram. Everyone check his music out. He's doing God's work. We appreciate you.
Paper ceilings.
Yeah, check us out by check my website out too, Dizzy Dames, dizzy-dames.com. And you know, there's a Dizzy Dames, simple as that, Venmo. If you're feeling friendly and you're still working and making money, hook it up. Check out that Spotify.
Check it out.
Yeah,
Spotify is fire.
The CEO of Van Gogh Music.
Yes. Jessica's dad drew that.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize to Jessica and her entire family for everything we put you through today. Jessica, I also decided I'm crashing your wedding, whether Julia invites me or not.
You're in.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, brother. Stay safe.
Thank you guys
keep
so
golfing,
much.
keep making music.
Yo, thank you
Love
so
the show.
much.
Thank you
Catch
guys.
you soon.
Wow. That was smoking hot.
Yeah, it is very hot in Warrior. That was awesome. That was our first musical guest, Dizzy Dames. He is on Spotify. He is on Apple Music, other forms of music. Maybe he's on Napster. Shout out to Sean Parker. Not sure if you can still illegally download his music, but if you can, just take it for free. He'll eventually make you pay for it.
Isn't he the guy from Facebook? Is he Mark Zuckerberg? Like, don't they look the same? I'm pretty sure they're the same guy.
They're the same person. They just like change their hair like slightly. They're all just nerds who live in their mom's basement to make billions of dollars. Thank you for joining us across the world, whether you're in Morocco, whether you're at Harvard, whether you're in New Jersey, California, around the world, Canada, we see you. The best thing to do during the Q-teen. What's the best thing to do during the Q-teen?
I like Q-tipping during the Q-teen.
Q-tips. I actually just refilled my Q-tip dispenser last night.
Yeah. But how far do you insert a Q-tip? That's the question I want to know.
Well, it depends how big your Q-tip is.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's just a normal extra medium Q-tip.
Extra medium.
Extra medium.
I know a guest we just had on today who's very extra medium.
Extra medium. I think that's what he said, right?
Thank you from the man of the cloth for shouting us out. No one got the emoji. One person did, but she put so many emojis that it simply doesn't count. Just a tip from a woman whose podcast will be featuring soon whenever she gets around in her busy schedule. Thanks, guys, from one of the original Dizzy Dames. We appreciate you.
Oh, wow.
Dizzy Dame.
Oh, OG, you got the OG Dizzies in here?
If we can get a copy of your diary, even just a picture of one page, I would make me a happy man.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Dizzy Dames. We are quarantining the Chris's live in Los Angeles. It is Drive Day. Hump Day. There is a emoji. It's a musical instrument. Only one person put it. Just pick any musical instrument, but you only can put one at a time, or else you don't win. You have about 38 seconds.
38.
Shout out to anyone with a Japanese last name or who wants to have a Japanese last name. It is Hump Day, Jive Day again. Our social media, QWT.
Chris's.
Patreon.com/QWT.
Chris's.
Is how you can become a member of our program. One person has joined on for $5 a month. It is the only $5 we have made in 28 days. If you'd like to support the program, please check out the monthly membership options on patreon.com/QWT.
Chris's.
We have a website that should be up today, but my brother continues to knock it out of bed until the afternoon. We have a logo coming soon from someone who just hates using a computer after 5 p.m. Is your moist ash supposed to look like Freddie Mercury? I'm not. Is it supposed to look like Freddie Mercury? Your moist stash.
Moist. I kind of like that. A moist stash.
Moist.
I've never heard of it. A moist stash. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you give out free rides, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I miss anyone that has 4 legs or that wears Woody costumes to bed. We have a question. Chris, will you take Julia's last name?
You know, it's not too far off from my own personal last name, and I kind of like the last name a little better. So yeah, I would happy to take it. So yeah.
And we do have a winner, Manayu. Congratulations, you put a banjo no one else has. We had a half winner before. Unfortunately, she put so many emojis that just simply doesn't count. So DM me your address. I promise I will not show up at your door because we can't go outside because we're supposed to stay the fuck inside. My mom gave birth to me during the AIDS concert. Wow.
That's actually pretty impressive. Yeah, well,
that's awesome.
Glad you're here.
I hope she's rocking out there too. Shout out to anyone who just joined us who's a dinosaur. Your cooking makes me hungry, and your lack of responses to my texts and FaceTimes are frankly very disappointing. Thank you for joining us for Quarantine with the Chris's. We do have to pay the bills one more time.
Yes. Shout out A+, A shirts. Thank you, Monsignor, for supporting us.
Thank you for Monsignor for supporting us. Patreon.com/QWT.
Chris's.
$5 would help us out a lot. It'd be $2.50 more than I made all year.
Raises.
They're also
What
scooters that I never owned, but I really wanted one.
I mean, you can ride these?
I really wanted to win one of the Jersey Shore, shout out to Dizzy Dames.
I cut myself on the razor.
Yeah. You seriously just did? You seriously? We have our first injury on the show. CJ just cut his nail and is bleeding. Good thing we got tissues from Ryan and Dizzy Dames.
Yeah, thanks, Dizzy.
Dizzy Dames' live show will be on Twitch on Friday at 5, which is the worst time to have it, but watch it along with ours at twitch.tv/Dizzy Dames. Check out Dizzy Dames, Dizzy, spelled Dizzy, Dames, spelled Dames, Dames, on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you can find great music. Check him out. His EP just got released. His tour just got canceled for obvious reasons. And his remix album is coming whenever he gets around to it. I'm sure his fiance will have a say in that. We love all of you. We're Quarantine with the Chris's. We are on live every day that ends in Y. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I'm guilting my friend Jason Lai, who is the CEO of Interior Design, to join us. He simply has no choice.
No choices. We must go. Bye.